It's feeling like basketball Tinder. That he was gonna wrap them up and shoot a Christmas present in their fucking mouth.
Oh my God.
Every player on the court had some form of Instagram, YouTube handle. I'm like, y'all all have a channel. People call me out one-on-one. I'm like, oh, you. Seeing a lot of looks like, what's Grant doing here? Grant can't play one-on-one. Who can play one-on-one now? I'm not sending shots, but there's like 20, 30 of y'all that I know. Get a job, man.
Yeah.
You never sell out.
Never sell out.
They can't tempt you with fortunes or fame.
Sometimes you gotta talk to them,
But
Nipsey.
when that right deal, it comes your
Sometimes
way.
they can't.
Welcome y'all to Ball2Business. It's the name Arie Williams, your host. And with a very special guest, man. If y'all don't know him, you definitely gonna know him now. It's my boy right here, Grant G3. Happy to bring him for the interview, man. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Always much appreciated.
Another day, man.
We've been kicking it for a while. Been meaning to do it, talk about hoops and whatever the scene is. So I'm ready.
Yeah, man. We've been trying to get this together for a little minute. Been my fault. Been hella busy, but of course, finally getting all this together. But I just want to start right now when it comes to just you. Is where did you start when it comes to basketball? What was your first basketball memory?
My first basketball memory was actually like middle school. 5th grade, we had gym class. And I was always one of the taller kids, but you should play basketball.
Damn, so you didn't start playing basketball 5th grade?
No, I didn't touch a ball till 5th grade. We had like a gym class unit. I finally caught onto it. I was trash, but I was just dribbling the ball around, shoot. I don't think I scored the whole unit, but I was just somehow intrigued. Like, all right, this basketball is a little more interesting than I thought.
That's okay. So what other sports or anything before then?
I was really active in soccer.
Soccer? Okay.
I did soccer
That
up
makes
until
sense.
high school. I put down the soccer ball because I got more interested in basketball, but
Okay.
I really believe I was better at soccer than I was at basketball.
Why does everybody say that though? Every
Every
athlete wants to say that when they play multiple sports.
I was 6'5", I was physical, I had good footwork, and I think I realized that like the soccer game helped me translate to basketball because my feet were really mobile.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's Steve Nash. Yeah, I see. Okay, for sure, for sure.
Definitely.
All right, then moving on to just growing up in basketball. How was your basketball journey and career when it comes to high school and going on to college?
Pretty underwhelming, to be honest.
Mm.
I think I probably had one of the most underwhelming high school careers ever.
Where you end up going again?
I went to Homewood Flossmoor in the south suburbs, which had a pretty good basketball history.
Yeah.
2 Mr. Basketballs.
My boy, shout out to my boy Ricky. He's out there too.
Yeah,
I got no boys.
Ricky was my class. But my freshman year, I made the team. That was a big deal. Oh, we made the team.
Yeah.
You know, mom, oh, my son made the team. Then I was on B team. I got moved up to A team and finished the whole year A team starting. So like, all right, freshman on high school.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, this is me it. I'm setting myself up to sophomore year, benched, junior year, benched, senior year, benched.
I see.
I didn't start a game in high school. We had a good team. Like I had a couple games where I got in, but like I was like, wow, I just sat pine for 4 years in high school and wanted to play in college.
How did you feel when it comes to like the work ethic you feel like you had in college or college and high school, and then kind of translating to just growing up now?
I lived in the gym in high school. I was in there every day. My
Damn.
neighbors both had basketball hoops. We didn't have one. So I would be at my neighbor's hoop one day and then the other neighbor's hoop another day, depending on whose car was in the driveway. So like, I know I worked out way more than my like peers, but it didn't come together for me because I just never got any game experience really.
That makes a lot. So how about AAU or feeder? You haven't grown up with that either?
Failure, really.
Yeah, I see that.
New team every year, free agent,
This is
terrible
important.
coaches yelling
This
at
is
people.
important to talk about because I feel like that's the huge thing missing when just the development of basketball growing up. A lot of kids kind of miss out when it comes to just the game experience. Like people, because I had even myself out AAU certain situations and teams. I rode the bench as well.
what it
you
was.
always can tell like the experience, just having the in-game experience and just learning how to fail and then actually recovering is a huge thing. That's I feel a lot of kids.
I didn't play until I went to a team in Valparaiso, Indiana. And I was like the only person that could bring the ball down the court. So I played a ton, but we were horrible. We got off.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, this is like the most I've ever played.
We
So
get some
going
reps.
into my senior year of high school, I considered moving to Indiana to go transfer to play to one of those schools out there, but my parents were not going to that. So I was back to high school and honestly, high school, middle school, like just super underwhelming. And I'm like, I want to play in college. And there was like really no aspiration at that point.
Okay. So what players are like, people do you look to like model your game after, or kind of look to the,
Good
get better
question.
at?
I know I watched a lot of Stephen Curry growing up from 2008 and beyond.
So you got Davidson.
I
Curry.
watched Davidson Curry, yeah. Same
okay.
tournament as D Rose, Westbrook,
Ooh.
all those guys.
Oh, that was, bro, that's a legendary. Yeah, that's
And
legendary.
Texas. I did my, this wasn't like recent, 2008 Davidson.
Yeah, this is,
Steph Curry.
real.
I was watching off ball, I was watching footwork, I was watching moves.
Yeah.
And I was implementing that in the backyard.
Mm.
So I did that. When I first started playing, I really liked Dirk.
You like Dirk, yeah, of course.
So I was adding like fadeaways, one leg. So
Yeah,
I mixed a lot of stuff in there. And on top of being tall and mobile, I was like, I want to be positionless.
Yes, yeah, that's something I feel like when it comes to actually your game, I've watched, man, like I can see a lot of different parts of just, of course, Dirk, or just even Steph moving out the ball a lot. So I had a question on that. But now this moving along this process of, say, high school, I mean, you go to stop at college then.
Okay.
How was just the college experience then?
So college, I didn't have a lot of prospects. I actually was recruited to the college I went to in a layup line in an AAU tournament where the guy's like, hey, he's 6'5" and can dunk and shoot the ball. He can come play at my Division III school. So I did a visit out there and went to a school in Iowa, Cornell College, which actually ended up being like a really good school.
They're a really good school when it comes to D3.
And so my freshman year I got there and they had a bunch of seniors and we were really underwhelming and I didn't play again. So I've now not played for 4 straight years of basketball and I'm like looking around like, what am I doing? Like, is it me? Is it the situation? And it really was just the situation.
Yeah.
And I kind of flipped it over sophomore through senior year, played, was nearly 1,000-point scorer. I'm in like 5 different records within the top 5 or 10.
Wait.
So like it just flipped.
You went from not playing for 4 years straight.
Yeah. And
then finally getting a chance and then you just literally just took off?
Just took off. We were undersized. I led us in rebounding for multiple years. I had like a 16-point, 20-rebound game, the 30-point game. I have had like 6 threes in a game 3 times.
Was
this was sophomore, junior, and senior. So I had something.
Okay.
But then that was it. I had the good little turnaround Division III basketball career, and it kind of came to a halt after that. So if most guys would probably be happy with that, like, all right, I did the college career, and I'm good now. And I just kind of felt like I still had an itch even after that.
No, you have a huge itch, bro. You telling me that they've been holding you down all this time just to finally get loose? And then, of course, it's a lot to do with basketball politics and situations. Those are huge factors how somebody's career ends up. But, like, bro, you'd have the mental to go through all that shit is impressive, bro, because golly. All right, so now still having that itch to play ball. Now we over here after basketball.
Right.
And I think next thing I know, I think it's beforehand. I think, of course, we met beforehand, but the OBL was a huge thing. Yeah. So tell me about the experience of that and just how leading up to that point.
I'd say leading up to that point, I was playing more frequently. I had gotten with a player development trainer, Sam McWhorter, who had trained Sharon Collins, trained a lot of the Chicago guys around here. So I was kind of saying, I don't really have a lot going on. I'm still playing ball. I started like vlogging, recording more of my stuff, made like a YouTube channel because I was watching other guys do it in early 2020. I was like, oh, I'm in media. I have a broadcasting background. I can video edit. Let me just try this because I'm already doing it for free anyway.
No, for sure.
Right?
For
like I'm already doing it. I want a way to document what I was doing. So I started training, working on my game, getting out of my comfort zone. And I saw the OBL thing pop up. Someone sent it to me. And I sent in a blind application, got a text back, and they're like, all right, this Saturday, you and 32 others will play to go get $10,000 locally. So I was like, oh, screw it. Let's see how it goes.
Boy. Yeah, that's definitely an experience. Just actually to get to that point and actually realize that, like, okay, I mean, it's really not that much of a clear path for, like, next level, like professional or whatnot. But then OBL comes around and, well, you ball out. You bought out Chicago, bro.
I trained for it. That was the difference. Like,
tell me about that training experience because people don't understand that it actually takes stamina.
It takes a lot of endurance. I remember I was getting with people. I was playing 3-4 games in a row. I was doing the math. It's 1s and 2s. You got to play defense. It's like it's a math game. It's like if you're winning 6-5, you need to score that play because the next 2 could kill you. Anyone can throw up some
bullshit and they just fall in.
BS. The refs weren't great, but ended up doing what I did there. I think I was 10-2 through the whole weekend. So 10 games gets you to Vegas. So I was in the final 3 to go to Vegas. So that's 3 out of the 32. And I remember this. I didn't say this to anyone. I remember right when I got there and I was in line with everyone registering, I was seeing a lot of looks like, what's Grant doing here? Grant can't play one-on-one. Who can play one-on-one now? A lot of the Chicago Killers got sent right home down the street.
This is fact.
Right down the street. The Killers. You ain't no one-on-one player. That's just what it was.
Hey.
The best guys won. That's what I think.
Hey, Grant wanted all the smoke. I saw that from the start, man. You can tell he was aggressive from the start, and a lot of people did. Definitely took you lightly, and then after the first game, people were very scared to get embarrassed.
Yep,
that's how it looked, because it's like, okay, I can't lose to the white boy.
That's exactly what it was. And then you started to see the crowd start building up. Like, let me see if this is for real or not.
Then how you feel when T-Mac was watching and meeting T-Mac and going through that?
Oh, that was cool. Like, I was so hyped. The dude I was playing, I was just tearing him up. It was like 6'1", and I was like going behind my back and shit, back and forth. And and then I remember I hit the shot and I hear hey, Grant. And I turn around, there's T-Mac like right there with his hand out. He's like, you like that? You like that? And I was like so like amped up at the time. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna see you tomorrow too. Like, I'm winning this shit. And he was like relax. But no, it was cool. Like it was cool. I enjoyed being entertaining. That's essentially what I'm into now. Yeah, like, I'm not trying. I'm the best at this or the best at that. Yeah, I'm competitive, but like realistically, I'm just trying to be entertaining and more importantly, enjoy myself.
Okay, yeah, for sure. So you talking about maybe your transition from like basketball, because it's Ball2Business show.
Right.
So from basketball to business, where do you feel like that kind of clicked?
I'd say it clicked right in the whole summertime with the OBL experience, being like, okay, so I can be a not professional basketball player, and I could have a social media following. I could have this big company backing me promotionally and flying me places. And, you know, I'm signing autographs in Vegas to little kids. And I was like, these guys don't even know who I am. I don't think this kid even speaks English. But like I started looking at it being like, I think I have a greater impact than just playing. Like, it's like there's a motivational aspect. And like, I tell my story not to be like, I was wrong my whole life. But I was like, more so that, you know, things didn't work out for me early in my basketball career. But like, my perseverance, I think, made me who I was. And I don't think anyone of these new age kids really got that anymore. How many people are in the portal? How many people have quit their school? You're going between 4 or 5 colleges. I'm going to declare for the draft now. And it's like, what morals are we teaching people now that anytime it gets hard, you leave?
No, that's true.
And I think a lot of people, if they had my situation, they'd have quit a long time ago and just said how coaches were bullshit, you know?
No,
is that the case? That. Maybe. But what do you do to prove differently?
I can see that. I feel like it's a huge thing when it comes to like options, but at the same time, like the whole point of the grind, the consistency, you trying to be better is to actually be in a situation that actually helps you grow. But you can't just quit the first time, you know, have your way. Like same way you're talking about not playing, like, bruh, my freshman year of college, I think I didn't play the first 7 games. I'm a scholarship player, all that stuff. But my coach who has a mindset of we play older players, like we trust them, yada. So you really have to wait for your opportunity. Thank God I had an opportunity that came. Somebody got hurt. I was able to come in, show I had a great game that game, and moved on. But like I was thinking about that whole portal thing. Like it's a double-edged sword to me, man, because I've seen so many college coaches, man, like fuck over so many players, bro, because they know they can't leave nowhere.
Yep.
And then I've also seen players just literally just quit. Like I don't want to play no more.
There's got to be some happy medium. Like it's switching this and that. It's feeling like basketball Tinder. you go swipe through that thing 1,000 times.
Swipe right.
There's no way. It's just not. It can't be the new way that like when stuff gets hard, you just leave. There's got to be some stick your feet in the ground type world out there.
No, I feel that. That's how you actually get to the next level, man. So, is playing professional even in your minds anymore, or is it still kind of like if the opportunity comes?
I feel like I have I have a real job, a 9-to-5 job,
sure.
You know, and it's like a good career. I'm in medical device sales. I have a kinesiology degree. Like I make way more money than I ever would touch as a basketball player, and I love the aspect to still have a social media following, presence, business, whatever it turns into, alongside of anything basketball related. I would consider it if it was the right move.
Yeah, okay.
And I won't pursue it myself. It would have to come to me.
Okay, yeah.
That's kind of what I was thinking. If you know what I wish we had locally? I wish we had a legit TBL team.
Oh,
if we had a legit Chicago TBL team that I could do both, I would do that. So if someone can figure that out, you have your first player who will play. And I've done the semi-pro scene. That's not what I'm talking about.
Hey, Kiefer had the game winner last game, so he might be setting up his own team of his own. You never know in Chicago, so somebody will figure it out. But I understand that though, like especially coming out of college, like the decision of trying to pursue professional or then as well go into the career, your actual career.
Right.
It's like if you were able to make the same money
and your body's not your mechanism to pay you. I mean, that's a tough. I just moved last weekend and my back is shot. Like there is no, I can't imagine being like, all right, I got to move 6 more times this week to get paid. You know,
man, it's a lot.
I love basketball. I'm
the ones
trying to get in shape. There's a lot of money in this other online social media basketball, and I'm trying to tap into that, I think.
Okay, for sure. So the online hooper society.
Right.
How are the trolls?
Oh, they troll. They troll pretty hard, but like I'm so good at trolling back.
Yeah, I see you on Twitter, Instagram, going crazy.
I've kind of gotten back at it, but like, you know, in 2020, this was hot. You know, it was new, it was fresh. Yeah. Now everyone's done so much. I go to Florida. I went to a gym in Florida. Every player on the court had some form of Instagram, YouTube handle. I'm like, y'all all have a channel. Like it kind of ruined it for me. I was like, this is lame. I left. People call me out one-on-one. I was like, bro, I don't know you. I don't. And now I'm kind of seeing with like Ball's Life and some of these other guys. They're making it so exclusive where it's like this is our set group of guys. They all play each other. I saw one the other day. No cameras. Don't record our event. I'm like, what?
We're getting into that type of vibe.
Like it's getting into that exclusiveness, and it's like I'm not gonna dumb down my value to fit in.
Yeah,
that one was weird to me. No cameras at a one-on-one event. This is not Netflix.
Yeah, I mean, I get where everybody's trying to make their lane and their platform and stuff, but like the whole point of basketball and the whole point of to me, the whole point of basketball is community access. Like
it's like the NBA not allowing your phone. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah,
beyond me, bro. So that's unfortunately like the internet basketball scene. I think has taken a severe decline in the last year and a half. It was hot last summer and kind of fall to early spring. I'm like looking around the community, just feeling like this is what we're at now.
Yeah, it gets a little musty.
Everything goes up and there are ups and downs. So really, just focusing on myself, my peers, people around me, and like, of course, what we're doing here, our own thing. That's the answer. Do your own thing. Don't follow.
No, that's a huge advice because follow the wrong people, you'll end up in some bullshit.
Yeah, you'll end up getting stuck in some mud.
So, all right, since the pickup matchups and us just playing in basketball, who have you been like your favorite people to play with, play against? Like, what was the funnest like matchups you've had so far?
Just like in like rec scene based stuff.
Anything, even OBL, like
good question.
The frat league.
The frat league is fun. So I have a league that I play with some non-basketball players, basically. Most of them were in fraternity, so we call it the frat league, and we get in like the sports and social. And these guys get a little rowdy. They foul pretty hard. They turn it over a bunch. And sometimes I'll coach, sometimes I'll play. So like, I'm just trying to have fun with it. You know, the other day I played in a real open gym with like Jabari and a lot of his players, like within Simeon, like real pros. And it really makes you remember what defense is like.
Yeah, I mean, how was that just kind of? How was that actually going?
Yeah, it was fine.
Pros.
Playing with the pros is fun. I'm looking to get into that this summer. I think I will play in the shot league this summer too. Last year I did the 3-point contest, but this year I think I'll play. So I enjoy playing against good players. It's very hard to find runs that are that aggressive.
Yes, that's what we're trying to figure out with you. But yes,
and I do like the money tournaments. Like any paid tournament, I think just brings good energy and environment. I play so many places. I can't say it's all great basketball, but here and there you'll get some good ones.
All right, I haven't seen this clip. Anyways, this game is called This or That.
Okay,
This or That. We'll just start off with some simple things real quick. Okay. 1-on-1 or 5-on-5?
I like the one-on-one now.
Okay, why?
There's too much hiding in 5-on-5. I heard someone arguing saying, so-and-so beat the other guy in a one-on-one. And he goes, but you'd never beat me in a 5-on-5. And I was like, huh? Like, there's too much hiding in 5-on-5. I like one-on-one really shows who's got marbles.
Got the cojones. Okay, I like that one. Okay. And one or slam ball?
And one.
How was your history in and one?
I love watching old and one. Old Skip to My Lou, Hot Sauce, the Professor, who we just saw. What's that? Baby Shaq. I don't know if he was Ball Up, one of those guys. Escalade.
Escalade,
yeah. Oh my God. I still will watch those highlights. the grainy camera, people all over the court.
That's
it's
the
like,
essence.
man, I wish we could bring that back without violence ensuing.
That's the only thing.
They would be in like the most hood parks of all time.
No, the Dyke. I remember them having like Dykeman runs and record parks. Yeah,
man.
that was lit, man. That was a good time.
Good stuff.
Okay. Nike or Adidas?
I like Nike, even though I'm wearing
Some Yeezys.
and Adidas socks. I guess they're not Adidas anymore. They're Yeezys.
That is hilarious.
I do like Nike.
Okay, for sure. Okay. What would you recommend a prospect coming out of high school to go to college or the G League?
Man, you get to college because now these college kids can make more money than the G League teams.
That is very true.
That is
You
beyond
know,
me.
Angel Reese, the woman from the LSU, is making $1.7 million now.
Yeah, she's like the highest paid player in women's basketball now.
Bruh, WNBA players don't even make over $250K.
They don't make like Uber Eats associate
Bruh, that's so
salaries,
bad.
man.
WNBA gotta fix that, man. Y'all doing them women wrong, man. Cause that's actually great basketball. They're gonna get better, but yeah.
Like the Pioneer.
Dirk or Bird? Yeah, this is something that's up there.
That's a tough one. I like Bird. At the end of the day, the way Bird could bring it up and pass, and actually wasn't bad on defense either.
Good defensive player. You're on a defensive
He
team.
was physical as hell, you know. And like I think Dirk is physical, but Bird off the dribble and passing, that's a bad dude, man.
No.
But people do not understand how he told someone. He told someone in the game that he was gonna wrap them up and shoot a Christmas present in their fucking mouth.
Oh my God!
Some shit like that.
Oh my, that was disturbing.
He would put fear into people, man.
My favorite Larry Bird line was, "Y'all already letting him guard me? Y'all already let the white boy guard me? Okay." And he went off of 50.
Yeah,
The fact that he took
I
it so
loved it.
disrespectful that like you want the best, your best defender not guarding him. He will start shooting with his left hand, bro. That's why it was so cold. Man.
He was cold.
Got a couple more. Of course, Jordan or LeBron?
Obviously, Jordan.
Talk your shit, because I'm.
Well, I just feel like the Jordan effect was just when he was on, it was over. There was never these ups and downs. There was the down, and then he went up, and he never came back. He left, came back, 3 to leave, and then 3 again, and it's like, oh, that team was so good. Yeah, they were good, but they weren't no championship team. They'd have been the best Indiana Pacers ever. They just keep getting there, but never make it. Dude just always showed up.
All right, so you think they're the best team in like ever at NBA?
No,
Who do you think the best team is?
I might go with the Kobe, Shaq team.
Kobe Shaq team?
Man, they were so dominant. And if you were playing them rules, they'd be throwing Steph and Clay all over the court.
Oh, he taking that's 01?
I don't think it's 01. Who else did they have? They had
But they were Motley.
They had
Fisher, Fox.
Fisher. They had a few other guys too, but I just thought they were at
Shaq was
prime,
unstoppable.
young, dominant. Still were playing physical. They had to change the rules, remember, because the way they were playing defense, the illegal defense.
3 second.
I don't think that wasn't there at that point.
Oh,
So it's like literally throw it in
yeah.
or I'm going to kill you. Throw it in or I'm going to kill you. And they just didn't miss games for the most part. Young, fresh, and physical. Like it's like I don't know who was beating them.
So you got the Lakers, 01 Lakers over the 96 Bulls.
I think so.
Okay, that's a tough one.
I just don't know who could guard the big guy.
Yeah, Shaq is pretty unstoppable
I don't
in
know.
his prime, but it's just for him, it's just the free throws, and then try to get him foul trouble.
Definitely the free throws. But shit, if you shoot 30 free throws, that means he'd make 14 at least. You know, that's 14 points. And you foul out the whole team.
Yep, that's yeah. I mean, all right, before let's say on the sample real quick. The one last thing I say about this is Shaq made the entire league add big men.
Yes.
So like
just to hang in with fouls.
now that Shaq leaves, the whole league is now slim and slender and tall.
Yeah, we know Rodman's a force and whatever, Cartwright, but it's like they're falling out.
You know, yeah, you're not staying in front of him, man. You're not staying in front of him. All right, the last one I have to say. Would you rather average 30 points on a losing team or average 10 points on a winning team?
If that max deal's involved, then they're taking the 30.
I need
Taking
the 30.
I'm taking the Brad Beal money over the Derek White money.
No Dennis Shooter.
Give me the 30 mil.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. That concludes that game.
Morally, it's maybe not ideal, but these days, you know, your game can be over with at any point in time. Give me the Brad Beal money.
All right. So last few things we'll just wrap up with is like, what do you have for upcoming players and hoopers when it comes to just transitioning from basketball to business and kind of balancing them both?
I feel like this is a good question. I actually, I worked out with one of my friends' college coaches. I went and ran open gym with them the other day, and they were like, "Intro, this is what Grant, this is what he does, whatever."
Yeah.
And I stopped all that and said, you know, the stuff I do now is cool because I have a career. I got my degree.
Yeah.
You know, I got my basketball rocks off in my adolescence, and I'm still playing now, which is dope.
Yeah.
I can still talk about. But at the end of the day, like, so many people are chasing a basketball career or just a sports career that's not there. And realistically, like, you know, you could be 32, 33, going to Lithuania to make 30, 40,000 a year. And it's like, you're not providing, you're not making a sustainable income, and you're putting yourself at huge risk to come home and be stuck doing nothing. Like, there is an avenue to grab that ball and take it somewhere else. Take it into coaching, take it into youth mentorship, take it into coaching your kids. Like, you got to know when to use that ball as a different tool. The ball can take you all around the world. It's taking us everywhere.
Yeah,
you know? Is it taking me to be a professional player? Right now, no. You know, like, overseas was not going to pay off my student loans or pay for me to live down the street.
No, for real.
I used my basketball career and things I learned and perseverance to, like, land me into a job that essentially allows me to live comfortably, live good, and pay for whatever I want. So it's like, don't get so caught up in being a hooper. Like, everyone wants to be in the league. Everyone thinks their son's going to go to the league. And we have way too many guys chasing this dream, early 30s, late 20s. Like, you're missing out on life. You're missing out on building sustainability. And you have kids and you are going to 3-4 rec league games a week. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm not sending shots, but there's like 20, 30 of y'all that I know. Get a job, man.
PSA, get
Bro,
a
this
job.
is the last thing about this. You can ask anyone's girlfriend, wife, fiance. Ask them if they've cared one time that their man had 20 points in the men's league game. No, they said he had fun. The end.
Yeah, definitely.
You gotta be reasonable, man. And I don't know what it is about sports that we think that it has to provide our livelihood. It's our outlet. It's our experience. We really need to get back to promoting people to build careers instead of trying to build player resumes.
Yeah,
You never sell out.
never sell out.
They can't tempt you with fortunes or fame.
Sometimes you gotta talk that talk to them,
But
Nipsey.
when that right deal, it comes your
Sometimes they
way.
can.
That's the whole thing you need, bro. But it comes to something smooth, bro.
Got the tea.
Got the package up
That's
tea.
the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. I got the wristy. I love it. Ooh, shit. Check up care pack. Yes.
Got the big hood.
Yes. I taped it with my
Yeah, got some shit there.
big hood. Oh, this is even greater. It has a statement that's true.
You can't check me.
You can't check me. I'm
That's
still
good
looking
boy.
for someone who can guard me. I haven't found it yet. Only guys that get to saying too much stuff. That's my favorite thing, man. I think people don't believe that I like trash talk, but like trash talk like incites me. That's the difference. Awesome. I love it.
Wagwan, my
I
boy,
love the tea.
Wagwan.